Hello and welcome to Project Ozone 2 with me, James. We're going to be playing through this mod pack as much as we can and completing as many of the quests as we can. Now there are quite a few little quest lines, so it's going to be interesting, but I think we can do it. It shouldn't be too bad once we get everything set up, once we get an automated system put in place for producing most materials. We should be good to go. So this is a mod pack, like I mentioned, for Minecraft. It is running version 1.7.1, so not the latest, nowhere near the latest actually. But you know, some of the features in the new version I'm not 100% okay with yet. I still haven't quite learned how to fully take advantage of them. So I'm pretty happy that it's 1.7, to be honest. We've got a load of mods in this pack, absolutely, I think well over 100 or so, and they make for some quite interesting plays. We got our Taking Inventory achievement, and in my last playthrough I was obviously looking at some thermodynamic stuff. Yeah, 94 pages of items, which I'm probably guessing we're not going to see a lot of these, as they are all just extra utilities. The same thing, but just different wood and materials, basically. But there are some interesting mods in here. Now, as per usual with any Minecraft game, you just need to get yourself started, get a good source of wood, get some food going. Especially in a skyblock world, some food is quite necessary. Thankfully, though, we have the tree regrowth mod, I think it is, or just a tree growth enhancer. That allows you to spam shift and it grows trees, or you can sprint around. It does the same thing basically. So we will be taking full advantage of that. I need a chest really quick so that I can drop off all of the stuff that was given to you in the beginning, because you need to keep it. Now I'm playing on a Botania Gardens of Glass world, so that means I can hold shift, right click on the ground, and it gives me pebbles. And then these pebbles can be combined in a 2x2 to give you cobblestone. So, whereas with most skyblocks, most modded skyblocks, you have to work in the beginning and start sifting sand so that then you can get your cobblestone gen going. With this, you don't really need to do that. You can get cobblestone right from the get-go. Now, I am going to make a cobblestone generator, and that's the first thing I'm going to use the cobblestone for. And that is basically because sitting here, holding shift and right click for a while, yeah, it's kind of boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow a few trees, get a few saplings going, get some apples stored up, and start the process of building the cobblestone generator. And then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so there's a little pit dug out for my cobblestone generator. Basically, I'm going to break that block just there, pour some water here, lava here, and then the cobblestone will be formed in the middle space. So now to grow some trees and get the resources from them, basically you can increase the chances by using a crook. So you make these like so with 4 sticks each, grow the tree, and now in this mod pack you also have vein miner, which allows you to hold the grave key by default, which is, if anyone doesn't know, the key left of the number 1. You can then hit a block and it will destroy any of the blocks connected to it, as long as they are the same ID, basically. So let's place down a few trees. We get 3 going at a time right now, and we'll just twerk a little bit. Oh, we got a nice big tree there. Can we grow any more? I think there is like an aura node around here. Yeah, there you go. You can see a mana flash. I think that might cause problems with us growing smaller trees. Ooh, better not fall off the skyblock just yet. That is my worst thing within skyblocks, is falling off. I constantly do it. Now, I have played this on stream a little bit, so I know that you can get artifact armor, and that armor will allow you to sneak on air. Basically, you just hold shift and you don't fall. And I really need that. Right, I'm not going to be able to get the rest of this rest of the leaves rather, so I'll just vein miner this and try and collect much as I can. Awesome, so we got an additional 4 apples and half a stack of saplings and a whole bunch of wood. Now, I briefly mentioned earlier about the quest book. This mod pack is basically highly reliant on the quest book. This is the whole goal, is just to completely beat this. Now, we are going to check the quests and see what we need to do. So, begin again. It is asking us to get 16 oak wood logs, 5 saplings, and 6 oak barrels. That's quite easy to do. So we'll just grab everything out of our chest, make some slabs, and like so, we will make 6 oak barrels. That's then detected it as complete. So now we need to select our reward and claim it. And this gives us the Flux Infused Crook. So all of the ones that I've made, we now do not need. We can say goodbye to them, because this never runs out of durability and it is amazing. So let's drop everything back off because we don't need it at all. Wooden wall plate, how did I get those? Maybe because of the leftover wood. But anyways, we've got a loot chest. Let's open it up, see what we get. And we got cooking for blockheads. Okay, well, basically this book shows us all of the cooking recipes within Pam's Harvest Craft. So, I mean, it would come in useful if we didn't have the too many items or not enough items, whatever it is. Whichever mod they've decided to use here. So, in actual fact, you could just go. I don't want you clogging up my chest. I'm going to crack on with killing some trees. In actual fact, no, I'm not, because it's going nighttime. I need to get some torches. Otherwise, very bad things are going to happen. We get provided with 1. If I hit F7, we can still see there are dark spots. So, we have enough cobblestone to get a furnace. And I need to get some charcoal going. Do I have any broken down? Nope. Let's make some more wood. There we go. That should hopefully get done in time. I don't think tonight's a blood moon. It's not, so nothing should spawn here because I'm within. I think it's like a 25 block radius or something like that. I can never remember the exact dimensions that you have to be outside of for mobs to spawn. But in any case, that's 2 charcoal there, so we can make 8 torches nice and easily. Awesome. I'm going to get some more saplings done and some more wood collected, and I'll bring you guys back once again. Right, so there we have it. That is just under 2 stacks of saplings, and what have we got here? In terms of wood, just under 1.5 stacks of wood. Not too bad. We've also got a whole bunch of silkworms. Now they will come in very useful for growing string, which I'm actually going to get started right now. So let's get just 2 trees growing. I think that'll be fine. Basically, you plant the silkworms in the tree, and then they infest the leaves. And once they're fully infested, you can then harvest the leaves with a crook, and it will give you some string. I've just noticed that I need to eat. One thing to note within this mod pack is that the regular sort of cobblestone pickaxes, or stone pickaxes, and iron pickaxes, they all have 1 durability. So you can only use Tinker's tools or some other sort of special modded tools. So that's pretty cool because it adds a new sort of dimension to it. You can't just use a regular pick. What we can make, however, is the hammers. So we can have a stone hammer, which is good because I need to break this block here and this block here. I got the gravel from it as well, which will come in handy later. So we'll keep that on hand. We now need some water for here and some lava for there. Now the way to do that is to make what's called a crucible, and that will allow you to get the lava, and we can take one of our barrels and set it out in the open here, and when it rains next, that will collect our water. Obviously we need to move the liquids around, so from the crucible down here and from the barrel down there. We can either make a clay bucket, if they've left that recipe in. Yeah, there we go. So we can get a fired clay bucket, which is, I believe, just 3 pieces of clay. Unless, no, it looks like they've removed the recipe, actually. So in which case, what we need to do is get 3 pieces of iron and make a regular bucket. Now, obviously, we'll need the string to do that. You put it through a sieve, and that gives you the crushed iron ore. You can then smelt that into iron. I didn't know they actually removed that recipe. So that sort of throws my plan out the window. Chance cubes, I'm going to keep. I got one of those from the quest. I'll open them later when I can make some of the chance pendants that increase your luck, because without the luck pendants, they are rubbish. So yeah, let's crack on with trying to get the Crucible made. And for that, we're going to need some cobblestone, some dust, and in actual fact, we're going to need some more water, because we need to get clay. That's going to be interesting. Is there any other way to get clay? We maybe sift it out of something? Sieve it? No, we cannot. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, hello, it's raining. What? It doesn't... Oh, they must have removed the textures for rain. Fair enough. Well, we've got a full water barrel already. That saves me some time, I guess. I do need to get the 3 iron for a bucket, though. So I'm going to open up some cobblestone, or create some cobblestone here. I'm then going to break it into gravel with my hammer. And with vein miner, it's nice and easy, as long as I don't do it anywhere near the cobblestone generator, of course. Let's place all these blocks down. Hit them with the hammer with vein miner. And bam, we get 14 gravel. We can then turn that all into sand. And then into dust, and then we can see what we get. The reason why I want to do dust is because I need an early supply of redstone. Because when I get this cobblestone generator up and running, the first thing I want to do is automate it immediately. And to do that, redstone is your best friend. And also, with dust, we can chuck it in the barrel, and it makes clay. And seeing as it's still raining, it will fill back up with water, so that we can keep making it. So if we get a good supply of clay while it's raining, that'll be very handy. And of course, we're just waiting for these leaves to get all infested. Most of them are, but we probably still won't get enough string to make a sieve just yet. I want to check the recipe, make sure it's not changed. Oh. Go. Oak sieve. We need 2 silk meshes, which is just 9 string. So we need 18 string altogether. So yeah, we will need a full tree. I'm not sure why that's not growing. We can try working that one up there. There we go. Now that did replace some of the leaves. So what I'm going to do, just to help speed up the process a bit more, is chuck some more silkworms in. They're really easy to get, silkworms. So I've got no problem wasting them. So yeah, I'm at an impasse at the moment. I've literally just got to wait for that tree to infest. Here we go. Right, so the silkworms have done their thing and they've infested all the leaves. I managed to gather another piece of clay and I've been getting some pebbles. Collected quite a few, so that should be good. And what's happened is we've got some moss stone. I literally just saw that happen out of the corner of my eye. Now, I think that happens when you just get rainfall on cobblestone, and that's fantastic, because it means we can have a good supply of moss, or moss balls, I believe they're called. Yeah, there we go, a moss ball. And that will allow you in Tinkers to put auto repair on a tool. So whenever it rains, we're going to be generating moss stone. I can't, unfortunately, mine it just yet because I don't have a pickaxe. And I think a hammer will turn it into gravel. I'm going to leave it there and hopefully it will spread. Let's collect our string. Like so. We've got well over a stack and a half, which is amazing. let's get 2 silk meshes. And then we're going to make our oak sieve. I believe that's how it made, or is it like... That's better. Oak sieve. Perfect. And, oh, we've completed another quest. I didn't even realise we were getting close to completing another one. That's why I never opened up the quest book. Which is there. Let's see what we've done. The sieve. We get a giant compact chance cube and another loot bag. Let's chuck the chance cube in here. Did I not claim the reward? I thought I claimed it. Claim. There we go. Chuck the giant compact chance cube away, and then loot chest. We got some soapy water. That has got a use. I can't remember what it is. I think it's for the dishwasher, maybe, and it lets you repair your tools. It's a bit weird, but I'll do some research and then I'll show you that in a future video. Let's get another piece of clay going because we're going to need a lot, and it's not actually raining at the moment. Now, basically, all I'm going to do is sieve some dust to try and get. I'm going to need 12 iron ore dust. We've got 3 so far. I don't know actually what the chances are. It looks like it's got a pretty high drop rate. What's it called? Oh, powdered iron ore. Powdered iron ore from a dust sieve. Oh, it's 100% chance. Oh, awesome. So we should get 12 from this. Or 10, 11, 10. 10 because I used some clay. Yeah, I'll just grab 2 more pieces of dust after this, and we should have enough to make our bucket and finally get started on making the cobble gen. I would like to get an infinite supply of water, but to begin with, we're just going to leave it. Gravel. And I need my hammer again. Now the only problem with doing it this way is you get loads and loads of random powdered dusts. And it fills your inventory up quite quickly, so it's rather annoying. So this should be our 12th iron ore. Perfect. And then we can get 3 iron ingots, which means we can make our bucket. Let's condense some of these pebbles into cobblestone. In future, we'll get compacting drawers, and just you can get machines called compactors, and they will just do all of this for us. They can do a 2x2 or a 3x3 recipe, if I remember correctly. We've got just under 2 stacks of cobblestone, and we've got a quest complete for Pound the Ground, which is this one here, which is just to have 64 cobblestone. There we go. And it gives us a quarter of a heart. So we are playing on hardcore mode. I believe you start with 3 lives. So if I die 4 times, I'm out. I get banned from the server. Game's gone. Well, the world's still there, and I could unban myself. But I think in the interest of fun, we will leave it so that if I do get banned, that's the end of the series, game over, we're going to play it hardcore sort of thing. So yeah, that should add a little bit of interest, hopefully, and keep me interested, because I do find that I get burnt out on Minecraft quite quickly. So if you see the series disappear for a week or so, it's because I got burnt out and I'm just sort of recharging the batteries, if you like. But we've got our cobblestone generator started, we've got the water flowing, we just need to make the Crucible, which I need my clay for. So let's chuck that here. 12 clay. We then need, what's it going to be? 7 bone meal. So I need to get a lot more dust done and sieved so that we can get bone meal out of that. In between episodes, I'm going to do some of that dust sieving. So I'll just break down probably all of this. So the 3 stacks of cobblestone that I've got into dust and just sieve the whole lot, so that we can make a bit of progress. I want to thank you very much for watching. I should be doing this series semi-daily, so I'll try and get a series out, an episode out every day. But if not, it'll probably every sort of two or 3 days. But yeah, like I said, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. You'll be able to see lots of my content. There'll be lots more coming in the future, and I've done some X-Plane stuff already. There is a playlist link down in the description, so if you're watching in the future, you can click on the playlist link and it will show you all of the episodes in order. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.